What's up guys, it's Oshy aka Oshy. Today I got a Battlefield 3 video for you today, but it's not actual gameplay. Someone suggested last week that I show you my soldier, show you my custom classes, my vehicle loadouts and everything like that. So that's what I'm going to plan on doing this video. So we're going to go to my soldier, we're going to go customize, and we're going to go to assault. And for assault I usually use the AEK. Now just a heads up, this is my go-to class. This is the classes where if I'm doing really bad, let's say I'm using the L85A2, I'm not having a really great game with the L85A2, I want to win that game, I switch over to these classes, whatever I need, whether it's, you know, anti-tank, you know, just running and gunning, everything like that. If that's what I need to do and I need to win doing it, I use these classes. So with the AEK, I use the Cobra, foregrip, suppressor. It's really just standard. A lot of people don't use the Cobra and don't understand its power. The red dot sight when it comes to this game, it's very closed in. I think it magnifies a little bit. But with the Cobra, the outskirts, your peripheral vision on the sides isn't blocked, everything like that. It's really, really great. I suggest more people use the Cobra, or at least try it out. You'll get used to it after a while, and it'll really step your game up. G18, M320. When I'm using the assault class, usually a ton of other people are also using the assault class. And medikit is okay when you're trying to get lots and lots of points and you're trying to point whore and whatever, you know, whatever you want to do. But I love the M320 because, of course, there's medikits all over the place. Everyone runs the assault kit, and they always have the medikit. But the M320 gives the assault kit that option to have explosive damage. Just being able to use this and take out, say, a building, sometimes even light vehicles, things like jeeps and everything like that, the M320 can disable them. And that's really, really useful, especially if you want to have a lot of utility when it comes to this class. M320 all the way. But of course I use the defibrillator, and then of course I use squad ammo. With the F2000, the AEK, and the FAMAS, squad ammo is really, really vital. You go through ammo so quickly, so ammo is really, really great. But it also depends what your squad is running. So if someone else is running squad ammo, I'll use suppress or something like that. But if I'm running alone, squad ammo is what I would use. Engineer, I thought the QBZ would be my favorite weapon. It's not. It's definitely the M4. The M4, and of course the M4A1. The M4 being the burst fire option. It's burst fire and semi-auto, which is just one bullet at a time, burst of course being 3. I use the M4 the most just because when I'm using this weapon, I want to have the option to have range. So having the burst on there helps me with range, fire, and everything like that. I also use the M4 or the M4A1 if my accuracy is really great that day. If I'm not having a problem at range or just locking and getting right on target and shooting them down, I'll use the M4A1. But if I'm having a bad day with accuracy, I switch over the burst equivalent of it, whether it's the M16 or the M4. So the M4 is my choice. I use Cobra foregrip suppressor. Quite standard when it comes to carbines and assault rifles with me. G18 suppressed, small, again, Stinger, completely useless, you saw it last video. Javelin, I'll use it if I have a teammate or a rando, blueberry, whatever, using laser detonators or SOFLAMs or whatever. But for the most part, I love smalls because you have 9 of them, first of all, with the explosive perk. And the Javelin, you only get, I think, like 3? I might be wrong on that. But yeah, small all the way. The M15 AT mine, I love using that when I'm not in, of course, a vehicle with somebody that actually needs me to repair. And of course, squad explosive perk, because, well, you get so many smalls with it. It's absolutely vital, but of course it depends how much, what your team is running. Also, so support and recon, those are the 2 kits I do not run that often. I use support mainly when I'm using shotguns, things like the 870, the USAS, the Dow 12. Sometimes I've used it with the PDWs, but let's stay traditional here. When I'm using the assault kit and I want to use an LMG, it's the M249. I think the accuracy on it's really great. A lot of people say the PKP is really good. I haven't used the weapon that much to like it. I didn't like it during Bad Company 2. I know the weapon's obviously different, but the M249 feels like the bullets are actually hitting people. The hit registration, everything like that works with this gun. Of course, I use hollow foregrip laser sight. I don't like using bipod. I don't like standing in one place or anything like that. If I'm in a long range map, I'll switch over to ACOG and the suppressor though to help with recoil and long range firing. I use the M19 suppressed. I love the M19. It's my favorite pistol. Other than the G18, which is really just like a machine gun, really. It's fucking crazy. Ammo box. I use the Claymore with the kit to cover my back, cover flank routes. I love mortar when, of course, there's someone else mortaring and I just throw it down, pop the mortar. It's not really that great against vehicles. And of course C4, situational. So love the Claymore. I use squad suppress, of course, to help with suppressing the target. Helps me win a lot of gunfights. For recon, this is the other kit that I don't use that much, and I'm not a fan of sniper rifles in this game. Not that I can't use them, that's part of the reason. It's the fact that they just don't work with me. For some reason in this game, sniper rifles just do not work with the way I want them to. So when it comes to semi, I might use the EMR. Probably not that much though. For the most part with the recon kit, I use the PDWs, and when I use PDWs, it's the UMP45. The accuracy with this weapon is incredible. I used it during the entire time of the multiplayer beta back in September, I think the end of September, and this is the kit I would always use. Holographic laser sight suppressor. M19 TAC, I use the flashlight on it. SOFLAM, because this kit is really situational. I only pop out this kit really if my team needs someone to laser designate something. There's no real reason for me to use it, it's just not my play style. Of course, radio beacon for spawning. I mean, there's no other use. I don't like the MAV. I think it's really, again, situational. It takes you out of the battle, takes a person away from, you know, boots on the ground, and really the sighting isn't that great. And of course the tugs is kind of like random. Cover, because you need to, I like keep going. If I'm going to use this class, I'm going to run and gun with it. I don't like having to sit there and wait for the suppression effect to go away. Cover, of course, is getting buffed in the next patch, so hopefully this class will be a lot more used. Land vehicles, I use the MBT. I'm not going to get really into this. Reactive armor, zoom optics, guided shell. It's the best way to go. IFV, reactive armor, smoke, and the APFSDS T-shell, which wins the award for most confusing name. Really, the AF, I'm just going to call it the AP T-shell. It uses, you can use it and win you can beat an MBT in a gunfight with it using just that and your regular gun. So you shoot your regular gun, you shoot the 6 bullet, it shoots out really fast, you switch over to the APT shell and you shoot that, and then by the time you switch back to your regular, it's already reloaded, so you get like just constant hits on this tank or whatever you're shooting at, and it's just really great. With reactive armor, you last even longer. With smoke, if they're trying to lock onto you, you just back out with smoke. It's a really, really good option to be using the APT shell. I love it. Mobile AA, when I do use it, when it's available, really use it against infantry. That's the way to use it. I mean, jets, I don't use it that much, but I like guided missile, because I like actually being useful again with my team. Attack helicopters, maintenance, EC jammer, and heat seekers. That's for the pilot part. Actually, that is completely wrong. Yeah, it's supposed to be laser painter. Laser painter, ECM, heat seekers. Laser painter so that my gunner, which I also have down here. This is my ideal gunner when I'm piloting. It has maintenance, IR flares, and guided missile. Of course, laser painter and guided missile is the best combination in the game, which I use for my scout helicopters. And this is a lot of people ask me, scout helicopters, what do you use? And this is exactly it. This is the winning combination, what you want to use for a loadout in scout helicopters. Laser painter, ECM, guided missile. You lock them with the laser painter. You switch over to the guided missile, lock them with that, shoot it, and it'll act like it's a land vehicle, and it works really well. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out all the other videos on the video wall after this video. Also check out my Twitter and Facebook. Links will be in the description, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.